This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 1670. What is the one most important thing you can do to keep your memory razor sharp? By Dr. Jenny Brockis of drjennybrockis.com, and I'm Dr. Neil. Hey there, welcome back to Optimal Health Daily. Remember, this is the podcast where I act as your very own personal narrator and read to you from some of the most popular health and fitness blogs online, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. All right, let's keep this intro nice and short so we can hear all about how to keep your memory razor sharp. So let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. What is the one most important thing you can do to keep your memory razor sharp? By Dr. Jenny Brockis of drjennybrockis.com. Eat fish. Simple, isn't it? Yet, how many of us are A, aware of the benefits to our brains of including fish regularly in our diet, and B, how many of us actually put it into practice, even though we know it's good for us? So, what is it about fish that's so good for the brain? Fish oil. Lovely fish oil, full of omega-3 fatty acids. And it's not just a case of any old fish. The ones most often recommended are those fish that are carnivorous, meaning they eat other fish, and they don't live too long because they can accumulate too much mercury, which is toxic, and they tend to be cold water fish. So it's simple. Just hop on down to your nearest fish market or supermarket and ask for the best carnivorous, short-lived cold water fish bursting with omega-3 they have fresh today. The fish that are often recommended include salmon, sardines, herring, tuna, mackerel, and anchovies. So, what are these omega-3 fatty acids? Well, they are polyunsaturated fats, and they are an essential component for all cell membranes throughout the body. The key fatty acid for our brain is DHA, or docosahexaenoic acid for short, which is a type of omega-3 fat. The body can produce its own DHA, but not in adequate quantities, so we need to include it in our diet. The structure of cell membranes dictate what can pass in or out of the cell. If we lack sufficient omega-3 building blocks to maintain the normal structure and integrity of the cell membrane, then the cell may not function as well. If this is a brain cell, then obviously our brain will not be functioning at its best level. As we get older, our ability to produce our own DHA also declines, again, making supplementation through our diet increasingly important. Can't stand fish? Well, we can also derive ALA, or alpha-linoleic acid, another source of omega-3s, from plant sources, including kiwi fruit, walnuts, avocado, tofu, and flaxseed. Having sufficient omega-3 will keep our brain and eyes healthy, help stabilize mood, and lower our risk for developing depression and dementia. In fact, omega-3 fats help us learn, focus, problem solve, remember, improve communication between brain cells, and protect us from oxidative damage. Pass the tin of tuna now, please. And yes, there is more in terms of benefits for our general health. Not only are omega-3s good for our brains, they help reduce our triglyceride levels, improve the elasticity of our blood vessels, and help to lower blood pressure. They help to keep the blood thin and prevent clots, and may help maintain a normal heart rhythm. Convinced yet? So, how much do we need? 2 to 3 meals of fish per week is the current recommendation. This can include canned fish, fresh fish, or baked or grilled fish. Deep fried is probably not the best option, though. As a child, my family and I always had fish on Fridays. I love fish and chips, but many restaurants now offer grilled fish as an alternative to the deep fried, battered, and crumbed varieties, plus side salads as an alternative to the greasy hot chips. Canned fish can make an easy addition to any lunch or dinner. How much omega-3 is in a regular serving of fish? Well, if we use 100 grams of fish as the standard, then canned sardines contain about 2,000 milligrams of omega-3 fats. Atlantic salmon has anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of omega-3. Canned tuna has about 600 milligrams, and sardines have about 300 milligrams. And the fish skin apparently contains 3 times the amount of omega-3 when compared to the flesh. Now, eating the fish skin may be good for you, but I have to admit, I'm not a fan. It has to be really crispy to entice me to eat it. The other thing that can be done, of course, is to take fish oil capsules, taking 2 1,000 milligram capsules each day. And if you're put off by that fish burp from some capsules, keeping them cold in the fridge seems to help. And there are some burp-free varieties on the market. Some clever marketers have also manufactured fish oil capsules for kids, enticing them with the thought that these will make them smarter and perform better at school by making the capsules in the shape of little fish. Great idea if it will persuade the kids to take them, especially if they're fish haters and refuse to eat it in their diets. So, what's the one thing we can do to keep our memory razor sharp? Eat fish, preferably 3 times a week. You just listened to the post titled, "What is the one most important thing you can do to keep your memory razor sharp?" by Dr. Jenny Brockis of drjennybrockis.com. Right now, hiring is challenging. It's time for a hiring partner that can help you rise to the challenge. That's Indeed. Indeed partners with you on every step of the hiring process. Find great talent through time-saving tools like Indeed Instant Match, assessments, and virtual interviews. Instead of spending hours on multiple job sites hoping to find candidates with the right skills, you need one powerful hiring partner that can help you do it all. And Indeed is the only job site where you're guaranteed to find quality applications that meet your must-have requirements, or else you don't pay. I love that Indeed makes hiring easy. Indeed helps star applicants shine with over 135 assessment tests from cooking to coding. Start hiring right now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/health. Offer valid through March 31st. Go to Indeed.com/health to claim your $75 credit before March 31st. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Dr. Neal here for my commentary. As Dr. Brockis said, fish is definitely a healthy addition to most any diet, unless, of course, you have a fish allergy or intolerance. Fish that are higher in omega-3 fats, like those Dr. Brockis mentioned, may not only help our brains stay sharp as we age, but they may even help prevent or improve autoimmune conditions. For example, among those with inflammatory bowel disease, like Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, consuming 1,000 milligrams of omega-3 fats twice a day help them stay in remission. Now, to help lower the amount of fat in the blood, also known as triglycerides, some doctors may recommend taking up to 4,000 milligrams of omega-3 each day. In fact, for those with rheumatoid arthritis, another autoimmune condition, consuming omega-3 fats regularly can help ease symptoms. Now, if you want an easy way to remember which fish sources are the highest in these omega-3 fats, remember the acronym SMASHED, spelled SMASHHT. SMASHED. Here's what the acronym stands for. S, salmon. M, mackerel. A, anchovies. S again, sardines. H, herring. The second H, halibut. T, tuna. And the second T, trout. Now, in case you're concerned about the mercury levels in each of these, and if you're worried about the sustainability of consuming these fish regularly, the Monterey Bay Aquarium publishes a seafood watch guide. This seafood watch guide will tell you which fish are more sustainably caught, which have lower levels of potentially harmful toxins like mercury and PCBs and so on. It's available to anyone that wants it. Just go to seafoodwatch.org. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back here tomorrow as usual. So I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.